Hey, this is Steve Spangenberg from the Home-Based Business Tax Coach, coming to you today to talk about business meals, how we can make every meal tax deductible. And before we get started, I just want to tell you that I am a home-based business tax expert with over 47 plus years of experience doing home-based business tax returns, such as Mary Kay, Melaleuca, Young Living, Longevity, Tastefully Simple, and more. Small cleaning businesses, small side hustles, crypto, all kind of things that you can do from home. So let's talk about these things called meals. It's funny, every time I go out to eat with people, not every time, but a lot of times they say, oh yeah, Steve can pick up the check, he can write it off. Yeah, he's got a business or, it's just unbelievable. And what's really terrible about it is that they think that even if I write a meal off, they think that I get all that money back in taxes. It's just not true. It's just not true. First of all, you only get 50% of your meals that are business meals. And then beyond that, you can maybe save up 30%. So you're talking about if you do a $200 meal, you're talking about a $100 deduction, which is only $30 for you, around the max. So you're talking a $200 meal, you get $30 back. But these things add up, okay? These things add up. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that we do this correctly. You see, a lot of people have the incorrect version of why a business meal is deductible. And I'll tell you what that incorrect version is. They talked about business. In fact, I was on a call today, a young lady, one of my clients. I said, how are you going to make this trip tax deductible? Well, I'm talking about business. No. Merely talking about, and now this I'm quoting from an IRS audit. Merely talking about business does not constitute a business intent. You must have a business intent when you go out for a meal. Now, what does that look like? A business intent is not to just talk about business. A business intent is either to sign somebody up, get a new client, or what I like to do, especially in businesses like Mary Kay and these type of things, I like to ask for referrals. You see, because that is a safe way of not being the guy that is constantly throwing up about his business. Because you get to the point where you say, well, I don't really want to go out with Steve because he's always trying to sign me up in that business of his. He's always trying. You don't want to be that guy or girl. You don't want to be that person. You want to be the person that can go out and talk about business, but with an intent. Now, how do you establish intent? Can you tell my intention on this video? Of course not, unless I tell you what my intention is with this video. My intention with this video is to get you in a habit of doing things correctly so that you can write off all your meals, build a big business, and be audit proof with the IRS. Now, how does the IRS prove intent? You prove intent by a written business plan. And in your written business plan, you want to say in there, that is my intention. That's it, my intention. Whenever I go out for meals, no matter who I am with, it's my intention, I'm going to get money, it's my intention to ask for referrals. That's your intention statement. It's documented in your written business plan, which I have other videos on written business plans, which will save you in an audit. Now, how do you do that? So let's say you go out to dinner with friends, all right? And, normally most people get around to talking about what's going on with you. How's your business going? They know you're in business. It's no big secret. Someone says, hey, Steve, how's business? Business is booming and checks are zooming, but I never have enough business. Now, look, I know you're not interested in what I do, but could you do me a favor? Next time you're out and about, if you see somebody who wants to make more money or have better health, can you hand them my card? What did you just do? You just asked for a referral in a backhanded way that's non-threatening, non-confronting. And if you plant enough of those seeds, your business will grow. Because what you want to be is you want to be top of mind to people. Okay? I'm going to get back to top of mind in a second. But what happens is now you don't have to pay for their meal in order for you to deduct yours. But if you do pay for their meal, you can deduct yours and theirs. Okay? Well, what you want to do is go back to your date book. Now the IRS, they have intent and they need evidence. So you write in your date book, dinner with Lori and Sue, where I ate, how much it was, and ask for referrals. Now you don't need a receipt unless it's over $75. But with these cool things called phones, just snap a picture of the receipt. Just as easy as that. Don't need one, but just get one. All right? So now what you've done, you've put out your intention to the IRS. You've performed your asking of referrals, which helps build your business, and you documented it according to the IRS. You have no worries at all. Now I'm going to get back to top of mind because you know what? This is very important. This is very important. I have my clients trained and I perform such a good service for them, and I'm not patting myself on the back. The results speak for themselves. That I am top of mind to them. So when somebody says, hey, who do you know that does taxes? I'm top of mind. You keep asking people for referrals. You keep asking for people for referrals. You keep doing it. You keep doing it. You become top of mind. Who do you know that sells the best makeup? Laura. Who do you know that sells the best oils for rosacea or something? Steve. Top of mind. You see, my philosophy is that you want to marry tax deductions and business building, because if you're not out building your business, those tax deductions are useless. You don't have a business. So remember, write off every meal you can. How do you do it? You ask for referrals. Go back. Document your intention in your written business plan. Ask for referrals. Document it in your date book and build your business. Now, if you learned something here and you liked it, like and subscribe to the channel. If not, that's okay. If you want to get the whole story for $7 a month, go to my website, www.createmyeconomy.com. That's my tax and income school, SKOOL, and invest in yourself and learn a whole lot more, or avail yourself to other videos on my channel. Until then, this is Steve Spangenberg. I hope you have a prosperous day.